in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
56. Come on. 180. 56.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Goff got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses. But just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, here we go. Pac-Man. 180. Sunday. Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Mike 34.
Wentz now on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Wentz now to throw. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. That's it.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 50. Check 50.
Gone. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Slam.
Out of the gun. Gone. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's gone. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and 12, Wentz. That's complete to Robinson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there and a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Wentz now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 82, 82.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he's got Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Chester Rodgers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the target there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Wentz to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Bush. Patch it.
On 1st down, Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Rush in. Check three.
Now Gordon on 1st down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This is Thompson. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40, the 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz able to get this to Gordon. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, it's Wentz. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Come on here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's play. I got you. I got you. Watch the safety creep.
Now it's gone. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 26 and a first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Dante Jackson picks it, and now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Wentz. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up third down.
Go. 280. 58, right there. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That's complete. It's Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Watch that, watch that. Hey, stand. Go 58's the mic.
I'm coming after you.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 280.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, force kill. Check back 34.
Throwing now is Wentz. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over.
Play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Gone. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
What we got? Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. They'll run here with Lindsey. Muscling free near the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is gone. He finds his man Johnson. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Wentz
now on 1st down. A Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10.
Kill. Take four.
This is Gordon. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go. 280.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Back.
Two jet.
From the red zone now, Wentz. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
Check the backer. Okay, other side, solid.
From the 36, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Vikings on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Past the 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's going to be a long day.
Goff now looking to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Goff. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Goff on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Quan Alexander, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Gordon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Waiting.
Mike, 58, right there. Tackles.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A gain of 3.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.